our debate. We hope the topics are of interest to you. So let's start.
So we are going to talk about hand points, the Bronx, and preserving linguistic diversity.
And the last topic, that is discrimination and inequality. Okay girls, let's start with the video. So let's go with the first topic about hand points. So I want to know if you have in your mind or if you thought about the stereotypes of a neighborhood like a Bronx in New York, because in many cases the people have a lot of stereotypes about these neighborhoods. I want to know your opinion about it.
Stereotypes about the Bronx neighborhood in New York City have existed for many years, often portraying it in a negative light. So, some common stereotypes include high crime rate, poverty and urban decay, gang activity, and the last, lack of safety. I have heard the Bronx is a really dangerous place to live. Like, you can even walk down the street without fearing for your safety.
Yeah, that's the stereotypes, but it's not entirely accurate. Sure, there are some areas with higher crimes rates, but there are also plenty of safe neighborhoods.
What do you think is the biggest problem with hand points?
Honestly, in my opinion, the biggest problem to hand points is the pollution. Yes, the pollution. I know that is a famous neighborhood because there are gangsters and violence and drugs. Anyways, but I have a point. Let me explain. The rich and big companies have taken the neighborhood as a garbage dump. So, they could not endure the excessive garbage and toxic waste. Or tell me, would you like your children to go to a park full of garbage? No. So, the neighborhood has left alone. So, it became a perfect setting to activities like violence, sale of drugs, and other.
Do you believe that the issues of pollution influence the development and well-being the population of hand points?
Absolutely. Pollution is a huge problem in hand points. It affects everything, the quality of water, the quality of air. Many people don't want to live there because there are many mountains of garbage. So it affects to develops to the community.
I agree. Pollution is a serious issue, but it's not the only factor influencing development. While it certainly poses challenges, focusing solely on pollution overlooks other aspects like economic opportunities and also community resources that also impact well-being. As a mechatronic engineer, I learned the value of technology in addressing complex issues. Implementing innovative solutions like sensor networks to monitor pollution levels, or maybe developing sustainable energy system and make a real difference.
Do you think that the globalization of English is contributing to the disappearance of other language and dialects in the world? Why?
Yes, I think that the globalization displacing many dialects and languages. So, the biggest problem that I think about it is there are many people who are not a speaker to the English or others' famous languages. So for they, there are many issues in communicate with the others, and also reduce the opportunities to the jobs and interact with the others. Is very, very complicated.
What benefits does linguistic diversity bring to society in terms of inclusion and mutual understanding between cultures? What benefits does linguistic diversity bring to society in terms of inclusion and mutual understanding between cultures?
I consider that linguistic diversity is a part of our culture and our history. It gives us historical reconnection, and it's part of cultures and experience. So I think the linguistic diversity it gives us broader views of the world.
Okay, let's move on to the third topic, which is inequality. So, I would like to ask you, Paula and Aleja, what do you think is the biggest problem around the inequality? And what is the impact to the inequality in the world?
The problem is the inequality and discrimination that exists in vulnerable population. This is a problem that affects in communities and developing countries, because the benefits of these countries go from countries that are economically stable and high society populations.
I agree, because that one of the problems is the lack of opportunities and discrimination in populations. If there is an impact on people who experience inequality and violence.
Is inequality a social and political problem?
The inequality and discrimination is a social and political problem. The system continues to feed this problem because the rights of the communities are not respected or the benefits are taken away. I consider that the right strategies to reduce or prevent that discrimination and that social problems are not also being implemented.